Date email sent, December 11th, 2013. Email, Frankie the Miner, 2001 at yahoo.com. Subject, Entity 303, Information. Message, Hi Speed, my name is Frankie. I'm a huge fan of Minecraft and I've been playing for about 2 years now. Every day after school, me and my friend, John, would always play on his private server. He was a bit of a noob at Minecraft, but since he was pretty rich, he decided to buy a private server so we could play multiplayer survival, along with my friends, Vincent and Brady. One day, we all were in a group Skype chat, and we were working on a huge survival city that we were in the process of building for at least 8 months. We were really proud with how it turned out. It was located in a desert, so we appropriately named our city Dry Bones. All of a sudden, while we all went to grab supplies to finish the hotel that we were working on, John noticed something strange in the chat. The only plugins that we had on the server were Essentials, along with some plugins that Brady found called Social Spy. Thanks to Social Spy, it seems that someone named player.number303 used the command /stop. Now, John suffers from major anxiety. I've known him since preschool and he's always been a really insecure person. So when he saw that a so-called non-existent player tried to shut down the server, he immediately thought it was a hacker. At first, I thought it was just a bug or something, and that he was being paranoid, but I reminded myself that this was a private server. I set up the plugins for him and such, and I kept his server whitelisted since he didn't know how. There was no way anyone could join except us. I checked the server control panel, and it showed that we were the only ones on the server. I was getting a bit confused. We all decided to just ignore it and continue on with our survival. It's about 20 minutes in, and I'm walking with Vincent to the nearest forest to grab wood, which wasn't very near at all. All of a sudden, we see a white figure in the distance of the desert. It appeared to be in the model of some type of ghostly figure with what I could barely make out as red eyes. I quickly took a screenshot and ran after it. For some reason, Vincent's player just stood still. I assumed it was just lag, but he wasn't even speaking on the Skype call. I checked Skype and asked if he's still online. No answer. He's not even on the Skype call. By now, Brady is just ignoring us and concentrating on the hotel, and John is freaking out. I can hear the shakiness of his voice. I open up Minecraft again to see that the white figure disappeared, and Vincent disconnected from the server. I try calling him on my phone, but no answer. It goes straight to voicemail. I try texting him, but the texts don't deliver. John's getting worried, to the point where it sounds like he's about to cry. Brady isn't even listening to us. He's not aware of the situation at all. I finally get his attention, and he finally realizes how peculiar this problem is. He teleports to me and helps me search for the white figure. Now, John's hysterically crying, thinking that the hacker killed Vincent in real life or something. Suddenly, my screen starts glitching. It's not normal for Minecraft to bug out like that. It looked like it was corrupted or something. If that wasn't bad enough, the chat started spamming "object successfully summoned" by player.number303. I look at the Skype chat and realize that someone has joined the call. It does not have a username, nor did we get any notification of someone getting added to the call. John's just watching all this happen. His voice is shaking and I can hear him sniffling. Honestly, I was starting to get a little freaked out myself. Brady seemed to leave the call and disconnect from the server, possibly out of boredom. I'm trying to calm John down, but he simply repeats, "I can't take this. This is too much for me." The anonymous Skype caller finally puts facecam on. It's too dark to see anything. John gets too overwhelmed and leaves the call and the server. I don't blame him. If he stayed any longer, he'd probably have a mental breakdown. It's just me and this anonymous player. I ask if anyone's there. I hear a faint voice saying something like, "Make a wish." It was faint, yet it sounded like a voice changer. I decide to switch on Minecraft to see if the player is there. The chat spams with "file overload" in red text, along with "make a wish" in gray text. I suddenly get poisoned with a potion of blindness. I then lose my ability to move. I can't even turn off my computer or exit out of Minecraft. This player then runs up to me. It seemed to have a ghostly skin on, with red eyes and a white parka. The chat then says one more thing. "Make a wish and say goodbye to your friends." The Skype call drops and somehow exits out by itself, and the player runs up to me and hits me. For some reason, it makes that oof noise that used to exist in beta and earlier. My computer then shuts off. I try to turn it on, but to no avail. I try using my phone, but the internet is down. I wait about 3 hours before turning on my computer. The desktop wallpaper was changed to green coating, probably hex. I then realized that literally everything except the recycling bin was deleted from my PC. I turn off my computer and use my laptop. I try calling John, but he doesn't answer. The same goes with Brady and Vincent. I decide to just go to bed and go to school the next day to speak with John and the others. I go to school the next morning and Brady is the only one to show up. He says that Vin and John's parents called his parents and asked if John or Vin are at his house. Apparently, they went missing. There was no sign of them, and the police came to their houses and checked to see if there were any clues on where they were, but to no avail. I decide to ditch school and walk to John's house to see if he's there. I see his mother sitting on the steps, crying. I ask if she's okay, and she says that John apparently committed suicide. Not in the house, most likely snuck out to end his life. She handed me a piece of paper that she claimed to have been left on John's computer table. I read the note carefully. "I can't take this anymore. I can't sleep. I'm afraid he's watching me. I can't live like this knowing that someone is after me, wanting me to die a slow, painful death. I'm sorry, Mom. I love you." I started to cry a bit when I read those last few words. I checked the back of the paper, and written on the corner, in a very small text, was that familiar phrase, "Make a wish." After about 20 minutes of comforting John's mother, I leave to go check on Vincent. His dad's car is in the driveway, but no one's home, not even his dad. I sneak in the house and what do I see in the bathroom? Written on the mirror in red marker are the words, "Make a wish." That was when I realized that these just weren't coincidences. This was a serious issue, not just some hacker, but someone who is mentally torturing his victims online and then causing them to disappear in real life. If you get this email, Speed, and if you ever encounter 303 again, I want you to quickly close out of your Minecraft and shut down your computer. I don't want you to end up like Vincent or John. Please be careful. If I get more information, I'll contact you immediately. Good luck.